over the weekend, you did see Accenture come out with its numbers. This global giant's performance is always tracked very closely back home, especially to try and get a sense of what's likely to happen for the ITES sector. Accenture, on all counts, like we told you on top of the show, beat street analysts and all the estimates. However, what is likely to come in as a big disappointment is a commentary that we started to see from the management. In fact, even if you look at the guidance that's been provided at the midpoint as well, it's lower than what estimates had been penciled in for. Let's discuss that and more with Omkar Tanksale, Senior Research Analyst at Securities, now joining us. Good morning, Omkar. So, we've digested the numbers, we've seen the fine print also of Accenture. Is the commentary, which is going to be very worrying. What is going to be the impact of that, let's say, on the large IT companies back home? Because that is one of the big reasons this is tracked.
Yes, definitely. Thank you and good morning. First of all, I would like to, read the Accenture results as of, as relevant to the Indian IT services companies because the consulting is a large part which also likely be impacted due to pressures of the slowing down from the North American and European region. But I would say, the deals that they have won in the quarter is slightly below than the previous quarter, which stood at 16.2 billions, which still I believe strong in terms of the kind of momentum that is building and the kind of expectation. I believe the system and the services has become resilient throughout the sector. Yes, further, if you can consider that, definitely there will be an impact of the slowdown, and the demand is likely to be, moderated going ahead. But positively, one should also see that the supply side constraints are moderating, and attrition levels have dipped 7% down for the quarter, which is also a positive sign. And the margins have improved 20 basis point for the quarter. So that is also one of the positive things. Demand is being moderated going ahead, but I still believe we are cautiously positive on the sector as a whole for the Indian IT services companies.
Luckily, how accurate have been Accenture numbers in judging the earnings season ahead? Because the Indian IT sector now has variety of companies. You got Wipro, which is slowing down, HCL Tech, which is giving a profit warning. So far, we've not heard anything from Infosys and TCS. So do you think Accenture numbers are important, but it cannot be used as a pure benchmark?
Yeah, Accenture is world's largest IT services company. Though consulting being a large part, around 45-50% of the total revenue, which is not directly relevant to the Indian IT services, but the other services like cloud transformation, ADM, and other remaining services has been exactly the similar kind of services that Indian IT services do. So, being trained and being followed by this company, the Accenture becomes more relevant for the Indian IT services because it identifies the trend, what is going on the sector with the similar business lines that they have. So it's being relevant in those manners. Even they have the exposure terms like North America, European region, and other regions. So that the dependency, geographical dependency, is also become very relevant for the companies like TCS, Infosys, and other companies as well.
All right, let you go on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and giving us a view as to how the Indian IT companies are going to take stock of what Accenture delivered. Glass half full this time versus half empty.